So, you find yourself in a town. It's like any other town, except the fact that everything is made out of waffles. And the people are waffles. You walk into a diner called I Waffle. It smelled like waffles and rich syrup. At this point, you don't get that good food smell sensation because, well, everything is waffles. So it's not a pleasant treat to smell the waffles. You happen to sit with all the non-waffle people. You are as hot as a pig, but you are also as hungry as one. Meanwhile, you start to introduce yourselves while the food comes. So go ahead and introduce your characters to each other.
Alright. I'll start if there's no objections. In a lovely set of overly sized chainmail, there sits a large elephant man who looks to be a little past his second century, standing at a nice 7'6". The chair almost breaks under his girth as he is 350 pounds, dark gray skin, and although he's an elephant and almost bald, the hair that he does have is black. Sporting the symbol of Hephaestus on his shield, carrying a mace, he sits down waiting eagerly for his food.
Okay.
Dvorka comes in, saunters in, sits down. She's a fire genasi woman of average height, red skin, hair the color of flames. Sometimes they're literal flames, but generally just the color of them. But she's outfitted in some a good set of chainmail, and got a couple swords at her side and a crossbow on her back. Backpack. Seems to be a well-equipped traveler who's seen a long road. She'll come up and sit down at the table with the normal people. Say, hey, how's y'all doing? It's a bit of a weird town, isn't it?
Oh, you get used to it, though. You get used to it. It's weird, but you get used to it sometimes.
I'm just glad that there wasn't syrup on my chair.
Well, you're one of the lucky ones. They try to stand up, and their chair kind of sticks to them as they're standing up, and they have to pry it off with both hands.
So what's the deal, huh?
I have no idea. I just woke up one day, and this is where I am. This strange town of once delicious food.
It's gone bad, then. There's no going around eating houses. You can't do that.
It's only really good for the first couple days, and then you kind of get tired of it.
It won't make you sick, though.
No, no. Well, only not if you eat normal amounts. Those were some bad first days.
I hear ya.
And, what are you doing here?
Yeah, just passing through.
Well, hopefully you can make your way out again.
Any reason I would?
I don't know. We've tried and we've not really found a way to get out.
What's stopping you?
Mostly the syrup. As the guy awkwardly converses with you, the food finally arrives, and you start working your way through the pancakes. And all of a sudden, a child walks in, or barges into the room. It's a Waffle child, just to throw that out there. He looks really sad, worried, and extremely scared. You find, well, yeah, he just barges in and looks worried, sad, and scared.
Ah, what is wrong with you, child?
Well, my mom was waffle napped. Can you help me find my waffle napped mom? You look smart.
An elephant never forgets.
Will you help me find my waffle mom?
What's she look like?
She's really big and looks like a waffle.
I mean, pardon my saying so, kid, but you sure she's missing and you just haven't, or maybe she's just looks like someone else? A lot of waffle people around here. How can you tell them apart?
I can.
You sure?
Yep, I can.
All right.
My mom's one of the bigger waffles in town. She's like the queen of waffles, but not the queen.
Oh, so you mean bigger metaphorically?
No, she.
Must have extra batter.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. She's big. You'll know. You'll know if you find her. But if you can help, I'll show you where she was last seen.
If you say so. I'm hungry though.
Oh.
Mind if we get some food first?
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Eat your food. And the kid just kind of stands there and watches you as you eat your food.
Is the food waffles?
Pancakes.
Oh, pancake.
It's not cannibalism because it's a different race. But that's basically like steak to them. Pancakes.
Okay.
So the kid is just kind of standing there watching. He's got one of those caps with like the twisty blades on the top, like a helicopter.
Helicopter hat.
The little helicopter hat, and he's just kind of watching you. And occasionally he'll reach up and like twist the helicopter hat, twist the helicopter part.
As he's doing that during the meal, I'll kind of gesture at him, annoyed. Hey, sit down, why don't you? Relax.
Okay. He pulls out one of the waffle chairs and sits in the waffle chair and just like sits in syrup.
That's better.
Mm-hmm. So you have some time to eat. You're able to eat your food. If there's anything you would like to do as you are eating your food, you're welcome to do so. If not, it's your guys' call.
Orca is very focused on eating her food.
Okay.
And now that she's not being distracted by this waffle kid hovering over her, she will focus on eating her food exclusively until that is complete.
All right. And how about you, Mr. Loxodon? Can I get your name one more time, Loxodon?
Kel L.
Kel L. And then, Genasi, your name one more time?
Dvorka.
Playing orc as everywhere, aren't you?
No, Dvorka, the name. She's a fire genasi.
Yeah, but you're Dove Orc. I don't know, bad joke. Moving on.
It's the same person I played last one shot.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that it has the word orc in it. Okay.
Not when you spell it.
Oh, how do you spell it? I have Davorca.
K instead of a C. I mean, I guess that's how it works. You spell in Warhammer, though, so...
Sounds good. Davorca. So, perfect. So you're able to finish eating your food. Is there anything you would like to do, Kal-El?
No. Every now and again, my trunk will lift in the air to try and grab whatever fresh air that there is, but it probably is just all really sappy.
Yep, it is very sappy, kind of a maple-flavored sap.
I prefer blueberry syrup.
Yeah, the whole air is just humid to the point of oversaturation with sugar.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's also a heavy butter smell.
Is it bad enough that anything weird happens if I like just held a fire in my hand? Would it like sparkle or anything from the sugar?
If you when you hold a fire in your hand, like the air the sugar crystals just kind of turn to caramel and fall to the ground as like little pellets of like tiny pellets of caramel.
Interesting.
That being said, is there anything else you would like to do before we move on?
Lead the way, boy.
So the boy leads the way out to a farther away point of town where you find an enormous, and I mean enormous, mansion. It is gigantic. Like, it's as if it wasn't a mansion built for storm giants. And the kid points this out, like, this is our house. She was seen last just in the backyard, and she's not there anymore.
It's stacked higher than a stack of flapjacks.
Yeah. I don't know why you're stacking our food.
No reason in particular.
Okay.
Well, shall we start by searching the house? Or have you done that already?
The last place she was seen was in the backyard.
Then that is where we shall begin our search.
And back.
So as you head to the backyard, you notice that there's an enormous garden. The corn stalks are the size of trees. The weeds are as tall as you are.
The Loxodon?
No, more of the Genasi, sorry. The weeds are as tall as the Genasi. The carrot stalks, like the greens of the carrots, are huge. All these vegetables and all these flowers are just far too large for anything you've ever seen before. And they're all waffles. So, like, the corn is wrapped... It's the corn stalks are still green stalks, but the corn itself is wrapped in the green leaves, but in the shape of a waffle. The carrots, the stalks are coming out, but you can see little bits of waffle sticking out of the ground. The flowers, the stems come out. They've got regular leaves. The roses have thorns, but instead of an actual flower, it's just different colors or different flavors of syrup on waffles. Where do you go from here? So you're in the backyard. I just want to know where you guys are looking to know what kinds of clues you'll be finding.
So I'm gonna walk through the various rows of waffle corn and see if there's been any stalks broken.
Oh, good. Roll an investigation check.
Modded 20.
Okay. So as you're going through the corn stalks, you do eventually find, partway through, that there is a fairly large trail that is leading off towards the Waffle Mountains in the distance. They're butter-capped Waffle Mountains.
I believe she may have been taken towards the mountains.
Probably gonna have to yell. I'm assuming we split up to cover more ground.
I believe she was headed towards the mountain.
Alright. Morgan comes over. Hey kid,
Yeah?
you know what's over in those mountains?
Scary things? Mom says don't go into the mountains. There's like giants and stuff and things that will eat me. Like people. Big people.
Giant cutlery.
Tigers, bears.
What was that?
Or is it just like boogie meat?
What was your original question? Yeah, I didn't catch
Do you have
it.
any idea what specific kinds of things are in the mountains?
Mom's always talking about giants. Maybe because she's so big.
How big?
She's kind of really big.
Bigger than that there elephant?
Yeah.
Bigger than 2 elephants?
Now you're just being rude.
The boy kind of sizes up Killal and looks up and down. Yeah.
I see. Well, we should probably continue our investigation in the mountain.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to follow?
No.
I doubt we'll find any other people in the mountains. It would be much safer for you to remain on the premises. We shall return with your mother.
If you're thinking she went unwillingly, don't think she'd appreciate us taking you into that kind of danger.
Oh, okay. I'll stay here. So the kid just kind of waves you off as you head off into the mountain. And about 2 hours journey up the mountain, you start seeing the edges of what looks like a very large waffle, with very large waffle feet.
I hope she's alive.
And as you approach the waffle, the large waffle with the waffle feet, you find oh, here we go. So you walk up to a big waffle. You walk up and you look around and it looks like there are a lot of waffles, really, but there are trees and bushes you have to get in. So the large waffle is also surrounded by a bunch of trees and bushes. But you can see it on the other side of these trees and bushes.
So, does the waffle person appear to be all in one piece?
Yes.
Does it appear to be a female waffle person?
You, okay, roll a medicine check.
Are you proficient?
Or a cooking check. It's your choice.
Funnily enough, I didn't even know we were going to be dealing. I am proficient with cook's utensils.
Roll a cook's utensils check.
Would that be wisdom or intelligence or what kind of
Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Well,
So
yeah.
that would be 18.
I got an 11 minus 2. So 9.
Perfect. So, Kilo, as you were watching this waffle, somehow, you're just aware and you know that this large waffle is a female waffle.
You shouldn't be touching her that way.
What?
Your examination on the gender of this waffle person.
I wasn't touching it.
You were about to.
Was not. Just. Hey! Waffle lady!
As you yell, "Hey, waffle lady," you hear, "Ooh," and then you hear another, "Ooh," and some squishy stomping starts coming in your direction.
From somewhere other than this waffle lady?
No, it's coming from the waffle lady. You can't quite see exactly what it is. It's there's still quite a few trees in the way.
So the giant waffle lady is moving.
Or did you guys go through the trees?
No,
Then why did you say I was about to touch it?
I didn't.
You did.
How could I touch it if we didn't go through the trees?
Oh.
You were saying I was about to touch it.
Oh.
And now you're saying we didn't even go through the trees.
Okay, I guess we did go through the trees.
Okay, so if you did go through the trees, you hear the loud grumbling, and you see two giants stomping their way across the Waffle Mom towards you.
How big are the giants
There's
compared to the waffle mom?
let me double check. I'm pretty sure there is a it's a frost giant, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Giants are probably huge sized.
Yeah, the mom is like bigger than that.
Gargantuan?
Yeah. At least. I mean, that gargantuan is a very large, what's the word?
It's a catch-all category for
Yeah,
anything bigger than
it's a very large catch-all category. Oh, that's the right one, I think. Oh, nope, not that one.
So this waffle lady
Is being walked on.
large enough that they just walk across her like she's a truck or something?
Yep. And each step just...
I see.
What are you two doing here?
Looking for this waffle person.
Well, go away.
She went missing.
Your son's worried about her.
And?
So he wants to know what happened.
None of your business. Let me get back to arguing.
It has been made our business.
Oh, I don't care.
We do.
Well, and who are you that it's your business?
We found her. She's our waffle.
You're on a mountain made of the stuff. What is this waffle compared to the mountain?
Roll for existential crisis. Okay, existential crisis averted. She came here.
Like persuasion check or something?
No, I rolled an existential crisis for that. Well, for one of them. Oh wow, exactly the same roll for both. Okay. They both avoid an existential crisis. Well, she came here. She's ours now. Can't have her.
We would beg to differ. A person is not property.
She's alive, isn't she?
Yeah.
As far as I know.
A booming, by the way. Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh.
Are these giants giving you a problem, ma'am?
Yeah,
How?
they're standing on me. I think they're gonna eat me.
Well, we wouldn't want any of that.
You're bigger than them.
Doesn't look like she has that much muscle. She's kind of doughy. No offense.
Yeah, not getting up very easily. The giants, now that you're talking
These
with...
are standing on you and so you can't move.
Well, you tried having people standing on you. And I'm hurt. I got a broken fifth to the left cone.
You have bones?
No, I got a broken waffle hole.
Waffle. Can I look around and see if I can see the broken waffle?
You would have to climb onto the waffle.
Let us deal with these giants before they have brunch.
The giants have already gone back to arguing with each other as you've been talking with the lady. They're just kind of like yelling at each other, like, "This is all your fault," and the other one's like, "No, yeah, it's all your fault," and they're just kind of just arguing with each other on top of this large lady of waffles.
So, how far away are they exactly?
They're about 15 feet away.
They're not really paying any particular attention to me, though.
No, they're paying attention to fighting with each other, arguing with each other.
Before we do anything brash.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to sound next in one of their ears saying, "You stink," in the other one's voice.
Okay, roll a let's go with performance check.
Six.
6 performance check.
Hey, at least I don't get a penalty on that one. It's just flat.
Let me double check if they get a penalty. Yeah, they do. Well, meets beats. So, okay. The one giant is just like looking at the other with an anger in their face. What? I don't stink. You're the one that steals all the towels. What? I don't steal the towels. You just use them wrong. And they continue to banter and argue in this manner after you've...
I don't think that was effective. Are they arguing on top of the waffle lady?
Yes.
I climb on top of the waffle lady saying, "Excuse me, ma'am," and walk up to them and say, "Would it not be appropriate for you to bicker elsewhere so we can help the lady home?"
The one who was accusing of stealing the waffles, of stealing the towels, looks down at you and says,
Is it really down?
"How tall are you?"
7'6".
Yeah, down. Looks down at you and "It's our waffle. Book
As I
off."
said Or you are literally on a mount of waffle.
Well, this one's our waffle.
Why not have some of the rest of the mountain?
I'll use minor illusion into one of the other into the other one's ear to say, "It's my waffle."
Roll performance check.
8.
You hear that? Someone hear that? Their attention is diverted from each other and towards you two. Did you do that?
I do what?
I've been here talking to you.
But it wasn't him. The voice didn't match the lips. So, which one of you was it?
Which one did what? I didn't do anything.
Roll a deception check.
17.
Okay, you're fine.
I kind of wanted to fail that one, actually. But, oh well.
Okay. Alright, if you guys will bug off, we'll just take a waffle and leave.
Yeah.
Should I now roll a check?
For what? What did you say?
I said it must have been the wind.
Go ahead and roll a check.
5.
Well, I rolled a 5 minus 3, so... No, minus 1, sorry. 5 minus 1. You're fine. Whoa, the wind can do that. That's cool. Well, if you two...
Whenever the wind runs between peaks and valleys of mountains, sometimes it can create the illusion of being sounds.
Well, that's a pretty minor illusion.
Yes, but still a natural phenomenon.
Okay. So if you two just bug off, we'll take our waffle and leave.
I'd rather not.
Well, we'll make you get off.
Could we do this not on top of the mist? If you were to be victorious, wouldn't you hate to have ruined your brunch?
Persuade.
18.
Nice. I guess that's right. It's, okay. Let's not ruin our brunch. Especially with your stinky feet. But, they say to the other one. Come on, let's get off this one. Don't want your feet messing up, smell. So they kind of just step off the waffles. And jump off. Alright, now what you gonna do?
Well, I figure if we do this too close to the waffle misses, it could inadvertently also ruin your brunch. So how about over that hill over there? I'll be right behind you.
Roll a deception and a persuade on that one.
Nat 20 and a 17.
Wow. Okay. I guess you're right. Makes sense. We'll be right up. We'll get over there, and you take care of coming following us. If you don't follow us, we'll find you, and we'll eat you like the waffle.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah. The one starts kind of just stomping over in that direction. The other one... The other one eyes you...
I start getting off the waffle.
Okay, you start getting off the waffle, you're able to get down. The other one just eyes you and is like... I'm not trusting a couple of you guys. You're too You're too sneaky.
I'm not sneaky. I'm in heavy armor. It clinks.
He gives a annoyed look and a confused look, then back to an annoyed look. Well, I don't trust you anyway. I fall behind you.
But it's not fair. You move much faster than me.
You hear a minor illusion in your ear saying, I think they forgot about me. You go ahead. I'll stay behind.
I suppose, but you'll be walking awfully slow. My legs are much shorter than yours.
That's fine. Then you go and I'll take care of them.
Okay. I start walking, following the other giant.
Then he follows behind you at a slow pace.
In the meantime, I'm going to go climb up on the waffle.
Do these giants appear to be wearing anything metal?
No, mostly like a loincloth and like some leather stuff.
I calculated how much it would take to make full plate on a huge creature the other day. It's not cheap.
No.
Also, my cleric is a forge cleric, and my weapon has a +1 bonus to it. It is also a magical weapon.
Cool.
Probably should have said it earlier, but...
I mean, it's a class feature of forge cleric, so... Yes.
Cool. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so the giant just kind of follows behind you, just lumbering along very slowly, kind of each step. He takes a step every time you take like 5. Just is making his way over the hill towards the other one. Meanwhile, at the waffle, Dvorka has climbed onto this waffle and...
Is looking for the injury?
Sure, roll a waffle or cooking check. Your choice.
Oh no.
I said medicine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said cooking is intelligence, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not proficient with either, but I'd rather have a +2.
Cool.
So, cooking, 12.
With a 12, you're able to find the general area that seems to be damaged. The waffle, I don't know what they're called. The waffle
Dimples?
The waffle dimple has cracked, and whatever naturally occurring syrup is just leaking through it onto the underside of the waffle.
How big of a crack?
They're a good square on a... They're 5 feet by 5 feet. They're 1 square on a grid.
I found your injury.
Yeah?
It doesn't look that bad.
Well...
You right sure you can't move?
Let me try. The waffle shuffles about a bit. You hear a little bit of a rumble as she shuffles about, and is slowly able to start getting up. She the best you can tell, it looks like a wince. She winces as she starts to try and stand up, pushes herself up into a sitting waffle position. You can roll a grapple to stay holding on, or you can just drop to the ground if you'd like.
I'm trying to see if the injury has anything happen to it.
The hole opens a little bit more. Just is more apparent as the moving happens.
16 grapple. 16 grapple.
Okay, you successfully stay grappled onto that area, and are now in the dimple.
Does it seem like the movement is aggravating the injury?
It is.
But it's just like a puncture, like a bleeding kind of thing.
It's like it's a punctured dimple. It just has a hole through it. It's waffle anatomy.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and breathe fire on it.
Okay. So it's a DC. It's a con save, isn't it? Or a dex. Well, this.
He's at point blank.
Yeah, it's a point blank.
It's a DC 10 con save.
Yeah, you're right. Roll damage.
But it's an AoE for half damage, so.
Yeah, roll damage.
um, 7 points of fire damage on a failed save.
Okay, 7 points of fire damage. It's gonna auto fail. There's not really a way you can miss this. So you use the fire, and it's just one round, right? Okay. So you use the fire, and as you're doing so, the syrup that's been kind of drizzling over the hole solidifies and crystallizes into a caramel, thus sealing the hole. She continues.
I'll drop off now.
Oh, you'll drop off now? Roll acrobatics.
15.
Okay, you're fine. So you drop off, you land onto the ground, you do so without much of an issue, and the waffle continues to stand up, and is able to make it standing up just fine, and starts to waffle away towards her home, and says, "Thank you so much. Come visit me when you're done."
No problem, ma'am. I'll just have to go rescue my elephant friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kellel. The giant is leading you away across an old, leading you away across over the mountain, and then eventually steps through, not over, a giant syrup river.
Good thing there's a giant behind me. I stop at the edge of the river, turn around to the giant and say, "It is much too deep and swift for me to cross safely. Would you mind carrying me?"
No, whatever, I won't carry you, whatever one that means.
I see.
If you can't make it over, then you'll just you'll have to go back.
The other giant is on the opposite side, or is he still walking?
He's still walking, but he's about to stop. On the other side, there is he's about to stop in the middle of a sunny, grassy field.
Oh.
In the middle of which, apparently, is a chest overflowing with gold.
I see. Uh-huh. Okay. So I say, okay, give me just a moment. And I do some light stretching for about a minute.
Okay.
I assume my ally is on his way.
Yep. He should get there soon, or she should get there soon.
She's jogging. Not going to spend a spell slot to get there faster, but I'll jog.
Okay. In the next minute, you'll make it.
Okay. I'm doing the downward dog pose, and I look down. Do I see them?
Is it Davorka?
Yeah.
You are able to see Davorka coming.
All right. I say, with some words that hold celestial meaning, to imbue my mace with searing smite, I stand up and say, well, this is a good enough spot as any, and whack him in the shin.
Okay, roll to hit.
Uh, 9.
A 9's gonna...
Oh, wait, 10.
10's gonna miss.
I know.
So you go to swing, and he notices as you start swinging. It's like, hey! And just steps out of the way as you swing.
Okay.
Okay, at this point, you said you wait till after Dvorka arrives?
I wait for them to be in a visual range.
I have an action for when I get within 120.
Sure. Sounds good. So, I'll say you're within 120 feet. Let's just have you guys roll initiative.
Alright. 15 for me.
Oh, nice.
10. Gotta love penalties.
Awesome. So 15 for Dvorka. And then 10 for Kal-El. By the way, I'm spelling Kal-El like Kal-El. Just like Superman's name, by the way.
Yes. That was the thought.
Gotcha. Cool. Alright, perfect. So, you take the swing. Go ahead, Dvorka. You're within 120 feet. You may take first in initiative.
Alright. I'm gonna reach out my hand and whisper a few arcane words, and a few magic missiles pop out of my hand and shoot him in the face.
Sure, what level?
Level 1.
Cool.
That's all I got. So, 2 magic missiles on the one that Kal-El just tried to hit.
Okay.
For, 5 and 2 damage, 7 total on that one. And the other magic missile will do 3 damage to the second.
And 3 damage to the one that's on the other side of the river?
The other one's on the other side of the river?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I might not be able to reach that one then.
Alright, so just the extra 3 damage to the first one as well?
Yeah, whatever.
Sure.
I'll also, and as I do this, I'll yell out, "Hey, you ugly face! You can't get me!"
Roll a perform.
Reaction.
Roll a performance.
Three.
3. Well, 3 is a little less than a 4, so... Alright. You rolled a 5, didn't you? No.
Performance is charisma. That's
Right. Yeah. Alright, perfect. So the giant just kind of like ignores you and goes after the one that broke the pact, as to say. The giant that is currently right next to Kal-El just gets really mad, looks around, grabs into the river, finds a rock, and just brings it up above his head and throws it down towards you, trying to hit you with that attack. What is your AC?
18.
18. And what's your HP? Just for...
38.
And Dvorka, what's your AC and HP?
18 AC, 34 HP.
Wow. Okay, nice. Perfect. So, the rock comes down just extremely quickly, just right on top of your head, dealing 15 damage.
All
As
right.
it just slams down. The other one on the other side of the river is hasn't quite finished stopping, or let me see. Okay, yeah, I was noticing. Has just finished stopping, turns around to notice what's going on, and starts to walk his way back. He is now at about 200 feet away at this point.
From Kal-El?
From Kal-El and the other, yep. And on the other side of the river as well. That being said, let's go with Kal-El. Your move.
Was I knocked prone by this boulder?
You are not. You just get hit on the head like a Korok. So, like when you drop rocks on Korok's heads, they just kind of like, ow! And just stand there. Same kind of thing. So it just, like, slams you, and then, like, you stumble a bit, but you still are able to hold it up.
Okay.
You were able to stop it, like, have the shield take the brunt of it, but the force still caused you damage. And you push the rock off.
Alright, so I'm going to run... Wait, is he in the river now?
The other one is still on the other side of the river. The one that you're fighting is not in the river. The one you're fighting is not in the river.
Oh, okay, so he just reached in and grabbed the boulder.
Yeah,
okay.
He just reached in.
I am going to run between his legs and then hit him on the shin again.
Sure.
19.
That's going to hit for sure.
Okay. So he's going to take this and another d6 fire damage. He takes 8 bludgeoning and 6 fire, and has to make... Oh, wait. So yeah, he has to make a con save.
Sure. What's the DC?
Let me check real quick. 16.
Is a 7 higher than a 16?
No. So at the start of his next turn, he'll take another d6 fire damage.
Nice. Awesome. And you said that was a... How much damage again?
So, it was 8 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
8 bludgeoning, 6 fire. Perfect. So 8 bludgeoning, 6 fire damage. And then anything else you'd like to do after you swing with your sword that has now been imbued with this holy flame?
Yeah. I'm going to use Healing Word on myself at a second level.
At a second level, sure. Okay. So at second level, go ahead and heal yourself that damage, however much that may be.
Two, 3, and
Total of 10.
Total of 10, sure. So you heal yourself 10 HP.
Yep.
That being said, Davorka.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. I'll spend any more spell slots on that. I'll just use Chill Touch on him. I'll slap him in the face with a necrotic hand.
Sure. So a necrotic hand just appears in front of his face, and a backhand slaps his face, his cheek. And? What? Misses?
10 to hit.
10 to hit. That's going to miss. So it almost... It does hit. It just kind of... The damage doesn't connect. It just kind of slides off his face.
Yep.
Yep.
Trying to get him to chase me down. Not doing much, apparently.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
Not until they start chasing me.
Sure. The first one, the giant that is currently attacking Kal-El, looks around.
I'll like yell at him like, "Hey, loser, over here!"
All right, roll another performance to see what happens.
5.
All right, still not going to make it. You're rolling, unfortunately, poorly for your performance checks here.
Well, this is not a charisma-based character.
That's totally fair. All right.
My good stats are intelligence and strength at 14 each, so it's not really a very strong character in most senses of the word.
Gotcha. Fair enough. All right. So that being said, the giant who is next to Kal-El just kind of like glances over at where the spectral necrotic hand has just tried to slap him, and he grunts. Actually,
That fire damage I was talking about?
he takes the d6, right?
And then another con save?
Yeah. So,
Fails the con save again.
takes 4 fire damage. That's
Okay.
it.
So it takes 4 fire damage on his turn, and he failed the con save again.
Okay.
Okay. The giant does look over to Davorka. Not in annoyance. That's just like some annoyance on his face. Like, puny thing. Reaches down, grabs another rock, like fishes around a bit, and grabs another rock and tries to throw it at Davorka. You said you have an 18 AC, correct?
Yeah, I'm 120 feet away from the one next to Kal-El.
Yep, so that's going to be with disadvantage, which is going to miss terribly. So he just throws it, and it goes over your head, and boom! The rock lands into the dirt over your head and into, like, just behind you somewhere. Just dirt and pebbles just kind of scattering around you. That being said, the other giant's going to continue coming forward, using his movement, his action to dash, making it through the river. This river just kind of like sticking to him as he takes each step. So moving with difficulty through the river. So makes it about halfway across the river, which is how much movement do we have? Speed 40 feet, so 80. So it doesn't make it halfway across the river. It makes it just barely to the edge of the river, with 80 feet of movement. And is doing his best to try and catch up to his friend. That being said, go ahead, Kal-El.
Okay. First level.
What were you doing at first level?
And that will be a 19 to hit.
A
21.
Oh, that definitely hits.
So you're attacking the one that's in the river?
Yeah, I'm attacking the one that's in the river.
Oh, okay. You're attacking the one that's about to hit the river. Okay. What are you attacking with?
Guiding bolt.
Sure. Roll that damage.
10 radiant.
10 radiant. Sounds good.
And the next attack will have advantage to hit him.
Okay, and the next attack has advantage to hit him. Sure. All right. Anything else you would like to do, Kal-El?
Nope, I think that's good.
You think that's good? Perfect. The Davorka.
So, the one in the river just is still in the process of coming back.
Yes.
But has the one next to Kal-El moved at all?
No, it's just kind of, it's not moved very much. It's been mostly standing there, being annoyed with these presences nearby.
Yeah, well, are you gonna try another chill touch?
Sure.
Another 10 to hit?
Another 10.
I did use a different dice.
Try using a different dice.
And I'll yell at him saying, "Ha! You couldn't hit anyone if you were 5 feet next to him."
I beg to differ.
All right. So, if you would like, you may roll another performance.
For 3.
Wow. The giant just looks at you like, what dice are you using?
His dice.
You're not rolling like a D4 or something, are you?
No.
A D6?
No, D20.
Okay. Sounds good. So, is annoyed as you just keep taunting him. Like,
Badly, apparently.
yeah, poorly taunting. He's just like annoyed more than he's annoyed with you and not falling for the taunt. And he's like, "Oh, fine." And on a sense of just a pure annoyance starts heading in your direction, actually trying to kick Kal-El out of the way as he leaves. Your AC is 18, right?
Correct.
Perfect. So he tries to kick you and just kind of misses with his side kick. But he's going to use his multi-attack to try it again. And misses worse. So he just tries to do a bit of a side kick to get Kal-El to leave him alone as he stomps his way towards Dvorka, making it about 40 feet in.
Does he provoke an opportunity attack?
Yes, he does.
15.
15?
Yes.
That's going to hit.
Also, he's taking enough if he fails a con save.
Oh, you're right. He had failed the con save, so go ahead and do that extra 6 damage. Holy cow.
Okay.
And he fails the con save again.
He takes 9 bludgeoning and 4 fire.
Okay. Do the fire con save stack?
No. So when he fails a con save, he takes the damage to a minute of concentration.
Gotcha. So he takes another 9 and another 4?
Yep.
He's starting to take, he's now limping a bit as he's heading towards Dvorka, just being annoyed as he does so. The other giant continues to try and cross the river, making it about 40 feet in because of difficult terrain. Making it 40 feet closer because of the difficult terrain of the river. Putting him at, if I'm not mistaken, that puts him at 80 feet away. And
Probably
what?
rock throwing.
What's up?
Well, no.
Okay.
Maybe start throwing rocks now.
Yeah, I was about to have him throw a rock at Kal-El. Seeing the fact that his friend just missed twice, reaches down to go pick up a rock again from in the river, a nice smoothed rock, and actually tries to throw it at you, overhand, at Kal-El. Oh gosh, these guys. Okay, and the rock just splashes in the river right behind you. You are now covered in syrup. No penalties. It's just you're sticky.
It's gross, is what it is.
Yes, it is gross. Okay, That being said, go ahead, Kalel.
Okay. Well, guiding bolt again
On the same one?
on the one in the river.
Sure.
17.
That hits.
13 points of radiant.
Nice. Okay. 13 points of radiant takes that down to 50. Okay. Sounds good. Just this giant is being blasted with radiant damage and just kind of is squinting a little bit as like this bright light just keeps flashing in front of him. Not enough to be obscuring his vision or anything, but enough to distract him enough so that next time there's an attack, it'll be easier to hit him.
I mean, he's kind of glowing because of guiding bolt.
That helps.
That's why I have advantage to hit him.
Gotcha. Perfect. That being said, Dvorka.
Yep. I mean, my original plan may not be working out. I'm still gonna stick to it. And I try to hit him, smack him in the face with a chill touch. 13 to hit?
13 just hits.
Yeah! Alright.
Finally, you hit something today.
7 points of necrotic damage.
7 points. You slap him across the face with this spectral
hand.
necrotic hand, and as it slaps, little bits of flesh start rotting as this in a 5-star shape on his face, just like
He
a
also
5-star
sticks to
flesh
his
starts
face
rotting.
for the next round being gross and annoying.
Okay, so the spectral hand does stick there.
Yep.
You can see through it
It
and
does have an
see.
additional effect. It still sticks on his face, gross and annoying.
Sure.
And I'll say, "Hey, got you!" And then I'll run 30 feet away.
Okay, so you're gonna go 30 feet away again. Sounds good. So he's still 10 feet closer than to you than he was before.
Which puts him in 110 feet away from me.
Yep, within range still. Okay. That being said, Giant 1 is going to continue getting over there. He's feeling this thing. He's like trying to itch at it, trying to get it away as he does. The rotted skin like kind of peels off. Not enough to do damage, but it's just an annoyance to him. With the other hand, he grabs out his great club and starts charging towards you, charging at 80 feet, with using his action to dash. At this point, there's not much he can do. The other one is trying to still get across the river, moving another 40 feet closer, being 40 feet away from Kalel, and reaching down for another rock, picking it up, and then this time just bowling it at you. Just underhanded softball throw. If it rolls, it rolls. And your AC is 18, correct?
Correct.
So this rock is going to hit. It splashes into the river, rolls a bit, and then like rolls into you, doing another 15 damage.
Oh.
And just slams into you. Again, you get the shield to push most of it out of the way, but you're feeling some weakness in your arms. As like you can feel your arms cannot take too much more of this punishment. That being said, in Kalel, your turn.
Okay. I step out from behind the boulder and do another guiding bolt. This time, at a higher level, third. No, I have one more first. Meaning it will deal 6d6.
Woo! Okay. Also, he does succeed the con save. Finally, he rolled above a 10 this time.
So he doesn't take the fire damage this time.
Okay.
Dealing 18 radiant.
Nice.
Let's see, how does that serious thing work? Oh, yeah, so I drop concentration on during right,
Okay.
and do Shield of Faith.
Okay, remind me what that one does.
It gives me +2 to AC.
Oh, wow. Okay. Awesome. And how long? Just for the round or
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Concentration.
It is concentration,
Fair enough.
but still, 10 minutes.
Fair enough. So with 10
and
minutes...
then I dart back behind the boulder.
Okay, you got covered. Perfect. Davorka.
Alright. I saw that my ally over there is getting hit. I was hoping to drop after terrible taunter. So I guess I'll just try to hurry and deal with this one in front of me so I can go help. He's
Sure.
now within 30 feet of me, I think.
Yes, at the edge of 30 feet.
I will. Alright, I'll drain at him and use a bonus action to summon a flaming sword into my hand and charge into battle.
Sure, roll your attacks. Roll whichever dice you feel most confident about.
Maybe it'll hit. Use the big one.
Roll my 2 attacks. Okay, so first hit, natural 20.
Oh, nice. The second one is...
12 to hit.
Oh, that is going to miss.
Well, let's see what happens on the first one.
Yep, roll your double damage.
It's 15 points of magical slashing.
15 points of magical slashing from the first one, correct?
Yep.
Is that including all the double damage?
Yeah, that's with both of my d8s.
With both of your d8s? Okay. Okay, and wasn't it a flaming sword?
The fire is just thematic. It's a +1 longsword.
Cool. So 15 damage? All
Yep.
right. Taking it down to...
And if he's still up, I'm going to action surge.
And he is still up, yes.
For another 2 attacks. Let's see. A 14 to hit and a 23 to hit.
Both are going to hit. The 23 was iffy, but they're both going to hit.
So that'll be for the first hit 9 damage, and for the second hit 13.
So 22 damage?
Yes.
All right. So you rush up to him, rush up to this giant, you slice, and then you turn around, you try and slice again, but he's like, oh, like just backs a little bit out of the way because he's seeing these slashes, but you anticipate that with your third and fourth slashes, stepping forward and hitting him both those other times, slicing his legs quite heavily, making him actually collapse to the ground because his legs have been sliced up so much. He's not dead, he's just on the ground, on his knees, on his hands and knees, all around you. So it's like you've got a cavern, almost, as if it were, around you. Between.
Is he unconscious?
He is conscious, he's breathing, but his legs have taken enough damage that he is falling to the earth.
Alright.
Anything else you would like to do?
Just cackle maniacally. as I hack into him.
Okay, so you are cackling maniacally as you are hacking into this giant's legs.
Yep.
So this giant here, great club still in his hand as he's come down to the ground. He's just resting there. He's going to try and grab you from underneath him, grapple you.
A grapple, huh?
Yes, a grapple.
16?
A total of 16?
Yep.
Yep, he's going to grab you. So he grabs you and pulls you out in front of him and just... he's got enough strength to do that. He grabs you, pulls him in front of you, pulls you in front of his face, and is just ready to do the next attack next turn. Because that's his attack.
Yes, he has another.
I guess he does. It's multi-attack for great clubs, and I let it go with his leg. But if you want him to if you wanted to have another attack against you, that's fine.
What was that?
If you want to let him have another attack against you, that's fine.
I was saying, a grapple check takes 1 out of his 2 attacks.
His multi-attack specifically says for great club. I'd let it go with his leg because the leg's kind of a club with his foot. But it's one of those raw or rye moments.
I mean, a grapple check replaces 1 attack.
All right, sounds like you're allowing this. You're just gonna let it go. So he's gonna go to try and bite you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's a very, very flavorful way of attacking.
Does he dip you in the river first?
He's too far away from the river. So he's going to hit you.
What does he get to hit?
Specifically. He rolled a nat 20 to hit.
Okay, that'll do.
Yeah. And I'll just... Yeah. Oh, that was almost good. Okay. 11, 14... 19 damage.
Ouch.
As he chomps down, the armor dents in. It's not quite able to break through and, like, attack on Titan you. But you can feel that your armor is, like, bending in towards you, and it's causing damage this way. It's...
Good thing you got a forge cleric.
You're wearing mail, aren't you?
Yeah, chainmail.
Yeah, so it's not going to completely ruin it. Not like it would a plate, but it's... Be glad you had your chain. That being said, the other giant comes up.
Definitely bloodied.
Both giants are actually bloodied as well. The one that has been working on Kal-El runs up to Kal-El and tries to, like, pulls his great club over his shoulder and slams it down twice towards you, trying to hit you both times.
Okay, my AC is now 20.
Okay, first one misses. Second one misses by 1.
That's a miss.
So the first one comes down, just right next to you, splashes you with more syrup, and the second one comes down again and hits the shield of, like, the faith shield that has been above you, just kind of like takes the hit and repels the blast away from him, from you.
Okay.
That being said, it is your turn.
Okay. Should I? Where to get an attack? Okay, so I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself at second level.
Okay.
I mean, Healing Word at second level.
Okay.
So that will be 2d4 healing. So I'm now 22.
2.
And then I'm going to attack with my mace for a modded 20 to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
For 5 bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning?
Yep.
Alright, so 5 bludgeoning to this thing. The mace strikes him in the leg, just goosh, causing a little bit of a wince. You can see a bruise already forming as you hit him in the leg with your mace. A trickle of blood, like, leaking out. Anything else you would like to do?
Let's see. No, that's it.
Cool. Davorka.
Okay.
I don't know what that translates to in game terms.
Free action for speech.
Sure.
And as I flail at him wildly with my 22 and a 10 to hit.
22 and a 10 to hit.
Yep.
I'm assuming for both attacks?
Yeah.
Alright, what's your strength modifier? +2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kill him.
Oh, good.
So, like, as
11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah. So as you're flailing about, you're able to stab your sword like through his forehead and not his forehead, but just like up through his face, and it's done.
His soft palate,
like up through the bottom of his mouth into his brain.
Yep, and it's able
in his mouth
to sever the damage, to sever his brain from himself. That worded weird. You were able to kill him by stabbing him in the brain through the mouth. Yes, there you go. That is the less glorified version of what you just did. And the thing,
wildly flailing.
While wildly flailing halfway inside of his mouth.
Right. I'll also try to struggle out of his grip and escape the area.
Okay, his grip lessens as you're doing so the grapple ends. So you're able to climb out. Roll. I would like you to roll a dexterity save.
10.
A 10. So take 4 damage from just not quite getting out of the way of the giant falling on top of you.
Oh. I wiggle out of his mouth and then he forward and is falling on me. Ah! I'm guessing that's about all my movement.
Yeah, you're able to get out, and that'll count as your movement. Difficult terrain and getting unprone is the mechanical bit there. Okay, anything else? What?
So, am I still stuck under him then?
No, you make it out.
Oh, okay.
It just takes you movement to get there.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn, I guess.
Sure. The other giant that is in the river, currently in combat with Kalel, with anger, is seeing as their giant friend has now collapsed to the ground, grabs a rock and tries to throw it at Davorka.
Okay, that's fine.
You're pretty far away.
It's 240 feet of range for disadvantage. 60 regular, 240 disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage then, that's fine.
And your AC is 18, correct?
Unless it hits. In which case my AC will go up.
Nope, it's gonna miss. It rolled a 16 to hit.
All
and
right.
the rock just slams to the right of you, to your left, as you're looking towards that giant, the one that threw it, and just slams into the ground, causing more dirt and debris to just explode out around you. That leaves it to Kal-El. Actually, he's going to start trying to run in that direction as well. Yes, it does invoke an opportunity attack.
That would be 25.
That hits.
Five damage.
5 damage. Okay. Slowly taking him down.
Kind of used all my slots.
Ah.
I still have 2 slots left.
Gotcha. Okay. So he is able to make it past you and starts heading in Dvorka's general direction, which leaves it to Kal-El's turn.
Okay. He's moving away from me, right?
Correct.
Towards Dvorka?
Correct.
Alright. I'm going to crack my knuckles, stretch my neck out a little bit, and say Kiko Ho. As I call lightning. Yep. 11.
11 to hit?
Yeah.
Is call lightning an attack?
Oh, wait. 3. Yeah, it is an attack. Or wait. Okay. Oh, I choose a point within range. And I choose the giant. He has to make a dex save,
There we
DC
go.
16.
He got a 0.
Okay, 3d10 lightning. Nine and 9. Awesome. 18 plus 6. 24 lightning damage.
The storm cloud you conjure comes above the giant's head as it's running away and just kind of follows him, and then finally, in one big bolt, just boom, courses through his body. You can see, like, as the blinding light dissipates from your eyes, you can see, like, the black streaks coursing through his body, where the burns have been. And he just takes a couple more steps, slowly staggering, and then tripping over himself and collapsing to the ground, dead.
Kiko, how you doing? Alright. So, I gesture Dvorka to come over here.
Oh, seeing that the other one's dead, she'll just walk over.
I drop concentration on Call Lightning.
Okay.
And they listen to the teachings of Hephaestus for a little while. And over the next 10 minutes, we gain the benefit of healing from Prayer of Healing.
Okay. So you're casting...
Which heals us 2d8 plus 5. For 17 is what you heal.
Alright. That'll put me mostly full.
Well, that's all I can do.
Do I have a healing potion?
What's up?
Okay, those are all my slots. And say, after my little sermon's over, there was a chest of gold over there.
Why?
I don't know why, I just want it.
Don't belong to you, do it?
No. But we're taking it from giants. Maybe it belonged to the city.
Alright.
So, how deep is this river?
The river was deep enough to come up to the giants' like mid-calves.
Okay.
There is a
So-
butter bridge a little ways up the road.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that instead of using my nose as a snorkel. Which is something I can actually do.
That's awesome.
I know, right? Okay. So we cross the bridge and get to the chest.
Perfect.
There's a leprechaun up here.
As you cross the bridge, and I'm quoting again from the story, it suddenly gets dark, and fog surrounds you to the point you can barely see your surroundings. As you keep walking, it gets colder, and you notice there are lots of gravestones in the area. The grass
I
underneath you is
summon a
dead.
little flame.
What's up?
I summon a little flame in my hand to keep warm.
Okay. The grass underneath you is dead, and you notice dead animal skeletons scattered on the floor. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on my.
Sure.
With, hey, you have some silver?
No.
That's too bad.
I mean, I have 5 gold, but I know.
Alright, I will spend my second to last spell slot for protection from evil and good armor.
Sure.
But not on the Loxodon because he apparently can't afford to pay me for it.
Okay.
That chest has plenty of money.
What? I haven't seen the chest yet. Besides, it's not ours.
Fine.
Okay. So what?
Let's get out of this graveyard.
No, I mean, you're right, though. We still shouldn't just leave it here. The Giants probably stole it.
Exactly.
Let's go get it and bring it back to town. Probably belongs to someone.
Yes. I'm not going through the graveyard again, though.
You're
It's spooky. It gives me the willies.
Unless you have tried to go back, you're still in the graveyard.
Yeah, we're still going forward.
Okay. So as you are continuing forward, you notice something move. Then, from behind you, 3 zombie waffles approach you.
Okay. Okay. Is that initiative?
That would be initiative.
I don't even question that.
1.
All right.
It was a 3, but now it's a 1.
10. It's one of the few stats I have a bonus in. It's slightly. I mean, I really should have put some friggin' points into stats on level 4, but I'm not a forecasters.
I get it.
All right. And then who had... it was a 1 that you rolled?
Yeah.
Look at those stats.
All right. That being said,
You just understand. You have better strength.
the zombies immediately rush forward and try to slam you with their syrupy undead bodies.
Okay. AC 18.
AC 18 and AC 18. 2 of them are going to go after the Loxodon, and the other one are going after the Genasi. Miss.
You have
Miss.
disadvantage to hit the Genasi.
Miss. Okay, all 3 of them just kind of slam into armor. And
Okay.
just kind of just get you more sticky. Really, that's it. Okay, you guys. Starting with Dvorka.
Alright? Gonna. I don't need to use those slots. I'm a fighter. I use a.
Yeah.
What are you thinking you're gonna do with melee? Why? My best attacks are swords.
Okay.
I'm a fighter, Thomas.
Okay. You do you.
I'm an Eldritch Knight, but I'm a fighter. I'm gonna summon my blade in a burst of fire and swing at him. So 16 and 15 to hit.
Okay, roll damage for both of those attacks, and give them to me separately.
6 damage on the first hit, and 11 damage on the second hit.
Okay, are you rolling to attack the same one both times, or are you doing one?
Yeah, same one both times.
Okay, so you slice, and it's just regular +1, right?
It's
Not
a regular
radiant or
+1
anything?
longsword, yeah. Just regular magical slashing damage.
Okay. So you slice the first time, it cuts through the second time, it cuts through again, and its body starts falling apart a little bit, but pulls itself back together as it's about to drop. And the other two just kind of like continue moaning towards you as well. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
All right, Kalal.
I say, Hephaestus hammer, drop on thee! And, it destroys undead CR 1/2 and lower.
They get
No, it just destroys CR 1/2 and lower undead. Let's destroy undead. Otherwise, they have to make a wisdom save.
All right, let me just double check destroy undead. I'll check it up. Fifth. Oh, starting at 5th level, when an undead of CR 1/2 or lower fails its saving throw against your turn undead, the creature is instantly destroyed.
Okay, so DC 16 wisdom save.
DC 16 wisdom?
Yep.
Oh, this will be fun. Only the third one succeeds. The other two just poof into a cloud of sugar, flour, and rotting dough and mold.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one left.
Well, that's my action.
Okay.
So, yep.
Cool. Anything else you would like to do?
Wait, is the other one next to me?
Yes.
Okay, then I do nothing.
Okay.
Alright, is this last one the one that I hit before?
No. That being said, the last Waffle zombie gets to go. Rolls its attack, trying to slam you again with its syrupy goodness. And nothing happens. It just kind of rams into you again. You just look down at it, just shake your head a bit at its pathetic attempts to hurt you. Davorka.
That's not bad there. That's not bad at all. 11 and 14 to hit the last zombie.
They're both gonna hit.
For 13 damage for the first one and 9 for the second.
13 for the first, 9 for the second?
Yep.
Wow. It succeeded both. So you slice at it time and time again. It looks like the waffle should be falling apart, but instead the syrup just grabs on itself and just keeps tying it back together with sugary strength and leaving it to Kalel. Unless you want to do something else.
Nat 1.
To hit?
Yeah.
You're just too distracted by all the syrup that is on you, and just you're unable to focus well enough to make a sure strike against the poor creature.
That's all I do.
Okay. The zombie is going to attempt to slam into Davorka.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Failing epically. But trying is its darndest. Go ahead, Davorka.
Alright, gonna roll a couple attacks. Why don't you die? 8 and 13 to hit.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Just slice it once horizontally, whip my sword around real fast and slice it straight up all the way through from the bottom to the top vertically. Syrup flying everywhere, and it just falls into this neat little pile of waffles on the ground in a nice little square as I say, "You got served."
You got
I
third.
wouldn't want to eat those waffles.
I don't think I would either.
I recommend against it.
Great wisdom save there, man. Great wisdom save. Yeah. So as the final zombie collapses to the sugary floor, all the fog clears out, the sky brightens, and you find yourself back in the middle of Waffle Mania, the city where you'd left.
I wanted the gold. Let us go back.
In fact, you find yourself in the Waffle Mother's backyard. The chest is still there with gold flowing out in front of you. The mother is finally arriving back. Her child is running up to hug her. Tears in their eyes. Thankful and grateful to you for having saved them.
I'm no expert in waffle anatomy, ma'am, but I can take a look at that for you.
Are you looking at what?
The hole.
I already patched it up.
It doesn't look comfortable.
If you want to.
I can do cantrip level mending.
You're an organic creature. You can't
I
just use
create
mending
waffle.
on it.
I create waffle. I mend it to waffle hole.
There isn't a hole though. I cauterized the wound with my racial fire attack once per day.
Never mind. It might reject.
Oh, okay. But thank you for saving me. There's a pile of gold in front of you. You can have.
Was that?
Thank you for saving me. There's a pile of gold you can have. You can have it.
What?
Where's the pile of gold? All I see is this chest.
There's gold in it.
Oh, this is the reward.
Yeah.
Well, if you insist, we don't need any payment for just
I am grateful.
doing a good deed.
I have lots. It's okay. I've got several more.
I shall make much armor out of this.
You can make armor, huh?
Yes. Tomorrow.
You make some full plate?
No.
Right.
What do you think I am? Some magic blacksmith?
You said you can make armor.
Yes. I can make armor.
Full plate's armor.
I can't make it in a timely manner.
Sure.
Anyways, thank you for the reward. We shall be leaving, maybe. after a night.
Great. You can stay at our place if you need to. There are regular size. There are your sized rooms if you need it.
It would be much appreciated. Thank you for your kindness.
We'll take you up on that.
Okay. Thank you again. Thank you so much. I will tell the mayor to let you be free of this town.
Thank you.
Not sure why we weren't still, but okay. Thank you, I guess.
All right. As if you were ever to count the gold that was in there, you would find there would be 482 pieces of gold in there, and it is only gold, no silver or copper.
That's okay. I can turn gold into armor.
Fair enough.
Can
Fair
I
enough.
find someone in town who can change some of that gold for silver?
Sure.
I kind of need silver for my spells.
Sure. So
Okay.
you're able to do that without a problem.
Alright. So 482 would be 241 each?
No, it's each 482.
Oh, okay.
If you want to split it that way.
I did most of the work, but okay.
Yeah.
I did.
He's not.
All right.
You only had to hit the giant twice.
That's
I was hitting the giant plenty of times.
Okay.
With ranged attacks.
trying to.
I hit the giant like 5 times with my sword. And I got eaten. Again.